Right, I'm back. So I was saying, no, I noticed that you guys put a couple of leads under contract in this year.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
So are those the first two official ones?
They are. Yes, they are.
How are you guys feeling?
Really good. You know, just of course now that's the process of getting it done, you know.
So
Delivering.
you guys must be busy now.
Well, we didn't realize how much work it was going to take when we opened up a new state with Texas to get our team together. So we had a little hiccups going. We got a great partner now, but it was a little stressful for a little bit trying to get the right partner in place. But now it's just working out the kinks a little bit with him. But now we're ready to go. But yeah.
So both of those contracts are from Texas?
No, one's in Florida, one's in Texas, but most of all the leads are in Texas. So 90% of what's coming in is we're running through that. So we have a perfect partner now in Texas where we're kind of getting a system afloat together now, where exactly how our script is going to go, how we qualify people, how we go to the partner. He gives us numbers, we come back. It just, everything's now starting to fit in place. But
yeah, really good.
Actually better than Florida.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you guys been working nonstop, 16 hours a day or what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been, it was, we couldn't even sleep until we could get our partner in place, because we thought when we opened Texas up, our partner from Florida, not our agent partner, but our partner, he had Texas. He goes, Texas is ready to go. I got an agent in place. So then we got our first lead coming in, and we needed to, get evaluation, get it listed, or get a listing agreement with the one that we have live now. And then when we first were going to do it, he said, okay, the agent's on vacation the rest of this week. He's going to be back Monday. Okay, all right, we can hold off there. Monday comes around, he's like, I can't get a hold of the agent. He's not responding to me. And what we do is not something that any agent can understand. It takes a unicorn type, I guess what they call it, a unicorn type agent to understand what we're doing and get it. So now we're scrambling to find, we thought we had somebody in place for Texas. So now our partner is qualifying agents left and right, trying to find the right one. We thought we had one, then we talked to them, and they just they're not getting it. When we talk to them, they're not understanding how we do it. They got to run it by their broker. They got just question. You could tell that they just weren't we weren't on the same level or communication level. So finally, Dallas, or our partner, he put a post in Pace Morby's group saying, looking for a unicorn agent in Texas. So finally people started recommending this one guy. You got to talk to Andre, this guy,
Andreas.
They kept recommending him. So we got a hold of him. Had to come, or Dallas, our partner, talked with him first. He goes, I think I found the guy. So now we talked to him, and
he's like, Eva, I want you on this call. I'm like, okay.
Now we talked to him. We're like, oh man, he got it right away, what we were doing. And he was able to get that listing that was not able to get listed. And we called her that same day, got her locked down, with the contract, everything. And, there's a little bit of kinks we had to work out. So, and then we got it listed, another day or two later. But
his customer service skills just totally aligns with how we work too, because he walked her through everything on the JV agreement and the listing agreement, line by line, explained everything and broke everything down to her so meticulously. Like, you couldn't ask for a better agent partner to do that with somebody that really doesn't understand. And it went really well.
And he's going to help us get our average value per transaction up. Yeah, because he's really good on the numbers. Like, here's what our closing costs are. Here's how we're gonna, basically like what is it?
What
the type of strategy that we do?
Novation.
So he's able to work the numbers out to say, hey, I know that we can get this number for them, so we can put our number on top and be confident with that. Because though in Florida, we're not as our partner, agent partner there is, he just kind of like, yeah, we could probably do it for this number, but we don't. By the time we get down to the listing and get it on market and all that, sometimes we come back, less than what we were hoping, because what we're doing now with a partner in Texas, he lets us know, here's what I know that we could get, depending on what they're willing to do. If they want to take pictures or do a virtual tour, if they don't want to do that, if we just want to go with what they have, here's a number I'm confident in. So that way that we can let them know we're confident in this number, or we need to come down a little bit, or to net them the number that they want. In Florida, it's just kind of like, they kind of say what number they want, and we're like, okay, we'll try and hit that. And then what happens is we come back and we don't quite hit their number, but we still want to give them their number. So we're the one taking the hit because we're not accurate on our numbers up front enough. And then but now in Texas, we're getting it to where, like, we told our partner agent, Andres, is like, we want to make at least $10,000 per transaction. So what's our net to the seller that we can be confident to tell them, here's what you get, here's what we're going to list it at. And so that way we don't get the $2,000, $3,000, get those lower commission deals. We're trying to bump our average up and be confident in those numbers so we can get even more out of the leads, so that's all work in progress.
Yeah, if now that you're mentioning that, it does sound like the traditional way of doing novations, because when you do novations, you are the one giving the number to the person, and then you lock in the deal at that number.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how you start the partnership agreement, right?
Yeah.
So I think this agent is teaching you a lot of stuff, guys. Like, he's like, hey, you can still do this no matter, even though your strategy is slightly different, you guys can still like go and tell them what you guys are confident in getting.
Yeah.
So, and that, with that confidence, knowing that number is helping us actually get people more interested in working with us, because they know it's coming from research. Like, we're going to go to our agent and then do some market research, come back, tell you what we found, see, and then we're going to say, see if you qualify for, we call it an equity protection program. I don't know if your home's going to qualify yet at that number. If it doesn't, we'll come back and tell you why. And if it doesn't, we'll tell you what number it would qualify at. And we come back and we tried it. And then she came back, the last appointment she had already met with an investor who gave him a pretty decent number. The investor was offering 90, and we came back and said, did some research with our agent. He was like, we could probably just on market do 105, 110. But the way we came back and explained how that investor agent is probably not a real offer, because if you're at retail at 110, there's no way that an investor is coming in at 90.
No.
He's probably wholesaling it, just going to lock it up and then try to, work you down. And the way it was explained to her, she goes, what you're saying makes way more sense. So just being upfront, knowing our numbers and coming with that information, educating them on the market, what's going on, just that confidence. She was just like, well, I feel like I want to go with you guys. So we're waiting on her. They're going out of town this weekend, and they're going to
college,
come back on Monday, and then hopefully we'll be signing with them. So it's just that we're getting a good flow with our agent partner, giving us the numbers, coming back, and then letting them know, I don't know if you qualify for our program. They kind of like, really? So we're not just like, hey, sign our contract. So we'll have to go see, we'll do some research, come back and let you know. And then we come back and they're just like, oh, I do qualify for, okay. Yeah. So it's kind of like we're doing a little bit of takeaway and then come back.
Yeah.
It's been working.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be our new strategy, to see how that goes.
Because like you said, in Florida, our partners, they're like,
I'm
just, we're yes,
everything is yes, we'll do it.
Yes.
We can do that number, and we'll just get you signed up, and then we'll have to tell you the bad news later if we can't. So
we even did that today with Angel on the call, saying, yeah, you're a yes man, you're yes. And then so he already said, we're going to adjust our strategy even with Florida. And he's like, we're going to see what they want. He's going to do the numbers and then go to our, can we do it for this number? So we know that it's a good number, instead of saying, yes. So do the strategy there, but kind of like incognito.
Yeah. Because when we do that, it hurts our pocket, because we come back and we have to lower that number when it gets on market. We're still trying to get the customer their number, and then we're taking the hit.
Yeah.
Just so, but when we're up front with them saying that here's what you can get or you might not get, and then that's what your number is, and let's see if you can get anything with our program at all, we'll come back and let you know, then that little bit of takeaway just seems to kind of reel
Yeah,
it in.
okay, see if I qualify, like, call me back, I wanna know, which is nice, because I already had one that wants to work with me, and then a lady today I talked to, actually, our newest lead, her name's Claudia. I explained everything to her today, and she was like, okay, I'll see if I qualify. I'm like, all right.
So looks like you guys are really like, of course, you're not over promising, but you guys are teasing them by explaining the potential benefits of belonging to that, of qualifying for that program.
Yeah.
And also like doing the takeaway and then checking, doing a real market research, and then going back to them.
Yeah.
And then that keeps our margins up, so we're at least 5,000, we're splitting 10 with our other partner, or if we lock the deal up ourselves, we actually get 75%, so we're not 50-50. We'll actually make, say if it's a $10,000 split between our partner, we'll get 75% of that if we don't need him to help us close and do the transaction. So yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. I'm really curious to, what I'm really curious to know is, with this approach you guys are using, what's gonna be your average profit per deal?
I know.
That's gonna be an indicator of so many stuff. I mean, that's gonna tell you guys whether you guys can like get an extra marketing channel, whether you guys can what is the cost of sales that you guys of sales teams that you guys can afford. A lot of different stuff is gonna come out from that. So I'm really excited for you guys that you found this opportunity through these agents. Just amazing. I'm really happy for you guys.
Yeah, and we connected with another hopefully unicorn type agent in Arizona, so we're ready for. The only thing with another state is like, are we going to need to up our marketing budget if we add another state right now, or should we wait, or what do you think? Just
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one step at a time.
Okay.
Because I mean, think about this for a moment, guys. This is our maybe second check-in.
Yeah.
And it already feels like you guys have been here like for 3 years.
Yeah.
Trust me, this is not how the usual second check-in goes.
Oh, really?
I mean, of course it's good and there could be a deal or something, but we usually don't talk about so many strategy things just from the get-go. And it's just because you guys are a strategist from the bottom of your heart. Like you guys, that you guys you guys know what this is all about and are coming back with all you got, with the strongest offer that you can offer in the strategy. Like you guys have everything mapped out, and it's already becoming a reality.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason I say step by step, because I mean the flow has been good. Since you guys are like targeting bigger audiences, it has been really good. We're gonna keep trying to keep it as high as possible. And then you're saying that the majority of the lead flow is also coming from Texas, which means that you guys are gonna be able to get a few results from this agent. So why change things now? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Even I'm gonna get ahead of myself a little bit, but it could potentially make sense to, whenever you guys are ready to expand, control that you guys keep getting leads from Texas. And in order to control that, you guys know what that means, right? Remember?
Up the budget? Yeah. Right. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
It just makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not now.
Well, the good thing is that we're ready for that when the time is right. So as opposed to when we started Texas, we thought we had somebody, but we didn't. But we know for sure we've got Arizona. We've talked to her a few different times, and we know she's going to be really good. So at least it's right there waiting when we're ready. We're gonna, that's the good thing. So that's the hardest part, is getting that partner in place.
And California.
Yeah.
We talked about that today.
Yeah. So just turning on the marketing for it is like, okay, turn the faucet on. It's like once we got the team in place. So whenever, like you said, let's get a little bit more traction, get these actual deals
Let's
closed.
get paid.
Yeah, because now we got one of those under contract is live, starting yesterday. And then hopefully we got a little couple things to do. We still on the other listing, we got to get some pictures and maybe a video that we got to get out to the property. And then we can get that one going and then get paid on a few, and then we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I would say it's proof of concept is
Yeah.
what you guys need.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not always a bad thing to accelerate things, because you guys did it, you learned your lessons, and you guys were lucky enough that you guys had to work like twice as hard to get this person who is also teaching you guys how to streamline the process.
Yeah.
So it's not always a bad thing to like kind of like jump for it.
Yeah, that's kind of what we did. Yeah.
We went full time with him.
We just know as far as jumping into this,
Oh, yeah.
and we weren't as prepared as we thought we were. We learned a lot, and
Yeah.
we come up with the best possible solution. Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
learning quick because we just went for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I see this time and time again. Business is about solving some problems
Yeah.
by creating better problems.
Yeah, that's right. We know what to do ahead of time before
Yeah.
we go into another state too, as far as kind of like, let me see what the, seller's disclosure first, give me, and connecting with the agent first.
Yeah, and the good thing with this process with the leads before compared to what we had before is we're learning so much faster because the leads come in, there's always a new situation. Okay, let's adjust this, let's do that. Before, when we had one lead coming in, one a week, like one or two a month, it's hard to learn that way. You can't get a process down.
That's so true.
So
Yeah.
you guys have a better problem now because you guys have to be able to deliver, make money to keep going, right?
Yeah.
But that's like you mentioned, let's talk a little bit about more on that, because like you mentioned, you need to get the extra flow of leads in order to learn. So business is also a balancing act, right? Like, okay, so if I increase this, how can I level up, like stabilize and then increase, level up, stabilize, increase, something like that. So let's talk a little bit about it. Like how is your life? It's only been a few weeks, but how is your life now compared to when you were not working with Hesel Media?
As far as our life, we're still super busy. I mean, we're still, tied to working, but I don't have the heaviness of cold calling the leads because they're coming to me and I'm having more conversations. I am, calling the leads I need to, like you said, call them, every day, twice a day. And then the ones I took what you said last week and I'm applying it. I'm now having conversations with these people or, figuring out where they're at. So it's just a lot better.
It's just different. You're always problem solving and doing all these things, but it's better. It's less stressful because you're working on people that need your help and are coming to you. It's just about figuring out, okay, how are we going to, get the right solution for these people and get a process down, as opposed to how do we get a hold of people just to talk to somebody?
Yeah,
That's a whole different
skip tracing.
stressful situation, knowing that we're going to wake up and we've got people to talk to.
Yeah.
Now it's on us just to figure out to provide that best solution for them. That's the easy part compared to, okay, how are we going to talk to somebody today? Because that didn't work yesterday. So let's try skip trace family members instead of just this person and do it. And just you're going down the rabbit hole. It's not, that doesn't get you anywhere, but you're working just as hard. You're not working any less. Not now. We actually work. We work the same, but it's easier work.
Our meetings are because we're having meetings every day. We have to have a meeting every day. So last night, usually our meeting is like, oh my God, it's stressful and it's kind of frustrating and, we might butt heads some way, but our meetings now are like, this is what's happening. I was even talking about this to, actually one of my neighbors, cause he's starting his own business and we've been working together. I said, last night we had a meeting and it was just like so positive about where this is going and like how, if we do this is how much we can make, this is what we're going to do. It's just a different vibe between us as far as our meetings now. Having Hesel involved, it's better.
So you guys would say that the leads are already engaged?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really,
Yes.
the biggest surprise for me is how many are booking an appointment when they come in. It's like almost 80%, maybe?
Yeah.
70 to 80%. I mean, they don't all show up. I mean, most of them show
But I get a
up.
hold of them even.
Or I mean, we're calling them even before the meeting, but
Yeah,
that's really been the really positive is that they're actually to see when that lead comes in and it's like, you know, 30 seconds later, you see, oh, they booked for this time. I mean, it's most of them. It's not even just a couple. I
No.
thought a couple of them would book here and there, but most of them are booking. So that's cool.
like this lady Claudia, she booked for Saturday. I talked to her today, you know, I'm helping her now. We're getting it done now.
I mean, that's what I was telling you guys last time. It was you, right? That I was saying that the act of scheduling themselves is more than just filling out a form.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it real, but by telling these people who I don't know yet to book a call with me, I mean to call me at this time, right? So that makes it real, and that makes people take a few steps towards like at least having a conversation. And I'm glad that you guys are, I mean, you guys are experiencing these conversations. I insist you guys have a very strong offer. And that helps a lot because by having a strong offer and having people ready to go and people like looking for those, maybe not ready to go just with anyone, but people ready to go with an offer that makes sense to them, then you guys are like putting, let's say the cherry on top, so that you guys can complete I mean, you can complete the puzzle basically for each of these people.
Right.
You guys are hard workers. You guys are pretty smart. You guys are strategists. I insist, we've known each other for just a few weeks, but I already like see that you guys are putting actions into your words. And that is just so exciting to see. So I know you guys, I mean, you guys know that I wish you a lot of good fortune.